person now for Newcastle. The crowd willing this goal. Keegan, Beardsley, wobble. It's hit the post and Keegan! He's done it! Courtesy of the upright, Kevin Keegan has signed on with a goal. That's what the Geordies wanted. Pace for Brighton. First time ball, a good one. On it goes towards Ryan. And what a mistake by the defender. Roda slipped as the ball was played in by Alan Young. Ryan had the easiest job of all to slot it into the net and bring the score back level again. Newcastle 1, Brighton 1. Beardsley. Keegan takes over. Truick. In it comes again to Keegan. And a fine cross to Wobble. Oh, yes! Getting with a spectacular attempt to clear, but it drops for Beardsley. And Keegan. And Beardsley again. And Beardsley still. Oh, magnificent! What a great goal by Peter Beardsley! And that is rounding it off in style. And Kevin Keegan would have been proud of that one himself.
Well, to pump it back in again with the man coming over on the far side. And it's there! It's a great goal! Charlie George!
Played half a minute of injury time, although there's, as far as I can recall, been no injuries. Simpson with the kick. Kennedy's head, and now O'Hare. Graham going in. Armstrong. Graham. A hard one across. Charlie George! Oh, and he's done it! On the stroke of half-time! Charlie George. Turned back for ball. Played on for Charlie George, and he's all right. Down he goes, and it's got to be a penalty. And it is a penalty. Behind the goal. And he's done it. 2-0 with 7 minutes to go.
Kennedy, good header. George. Oh, my word!
Great Charlie George. In fact, Charlie now running a pub, I gather, against Swindon Town.
Stroud and Moss. Syrat jumping and getting his head to it. But it's with Challadon now. Wall. Taylor, beautiful skills, and now he has got past Trollope. Oh, look at that for skill too! And Cannon with a tremendous shot that's just wide. Well, if anybody doubts what they're doing down here at Crystal Palace, that was answered in the last 15 seconds of exhilarating football. Taylor doing so well to get past Trollope. A lovely hit with the outside of his left boot that went across the face of the goal, might have been touched home, and Cannon with a tremendous shot that was just wide. Syrat. Doing very well there, Dave Syrat. And it might go in house by Stroud. Well, that really was a blow for Crystal Palace. Syrat squirming his way on that far touchline, getting along the byline and playing it back, and it was Kenny Stroud who got the touch. Goal number 4 of the season for him, and a very important opening goal for Swindon. Crystal Palace 0, Swindon 1. Now Evans. Here's Challadon. Penalty, surely. Yes, no doubts about it. Dixon brought him down. The chairman, Raymond Bloy, there, praying that something comes of this. Now, Taylor versus Barron for 1-1. And that's what it is. A big smile from Peter Taylor. Relief on the bench as Taylor hits that ball wide of Jim Barron. A perfectly taken penalty, 1-1. Found a yard. Good cross there towards Swindlehurst. He was really going in on that. Here's Whittle. Might get a shot in. Charge down, it might come to Swindlehurst. Here's Hinchelwood. got Cannon outside him, and the pass didn't quite reach, and he might fight and make it reach. Swindlehurst to Cannon, or rather to Hinshelwood. Now to Hinshelwood again, and a brilliant save by Barron. Brilliant aggressive play there by Crystal Palace, particularly from Martin Hinshelwood. Refused to have that ball taken off him. Eventually got that 1-2 in with Jim Cannon, and then was foiled at the post by Jim Barron. So Whittle waits as Taylor takes this corner. Deep again towards Ian Evans, and straight into the arms that time of Barron. What a powerful header from that corner. Cannon. Oh, look at that for a bit of running and a bit of space there for Stuart Jock. Hit low there towards Whittle. Thought about having a shot, thought about playing it back for Chatterton, and that's what he's done! Oh, and what a goal! Ball came out from him, and he must have hit it from 25 yards with such ferocity that Barron could hardly have seen it. In off the post. Palace 3, Swindon 1. What a good ball there from Anderson, finding Dave Moss. This could be 3-2, but it's not going to be. Oh, it might be yet. He's given a penalty, I think. No, it's a corner. Or is it a penalty he's given? Palace themselves don't seem to know, but he's pointing to the spot. And it's a penalty now for Swindon. Well, Moss brought down by Hammond there. And Keith Stiles has given Swindon Town the chance to get into this game. Jim Barron, I wonder if he'll watch. Will it be 3-2 now? No, it won't! Well, the goalkeeper at the other end smiles, a resigned smile, Jim Barron. Lovely wink there from Hammond. Anderson. Swindon really coming now at them, and here's Sarek with a chance that he has taken. Oh, that's 3-2, and Palace are stung by that. I hesitated for a moment because the referee looked at the linesman as Sarek went through, and he whacked it past Paul Hammond for a very good goal. Palace 3, Swindon 2. Just under a quarter of an hour to go. Laughlin to Stroud. Playing well again now, Swindon. And here's Dave Moss for them. Nice little chip in there to Cyrus, and he scored! 3-3. Well, Paul Hammond can't believe it. Explanations everywhere as Moss got away again on that wing, crossed in a lovely little one to the near post, and Sarah was there again.
So splendid.
Chelsea have come to Vicarage Road with plenty of attacking intentions. They've taken the game to Watford. A significant part to the first half, but Blissett on the counter charge here with Barnes.
Splendidly sunny afternoon at Kenilworth Road in Luton, and their biggest crowd of the season, over 17,000. Manchester United in the dark shirts of red after a goalless first half. Here's their big defender, Paul McGrath. His clearance come off a Luton Town player through to Whiteside. A nice touch by him, and now Hughes is in full flight, takes it on his chest well, and that's where he has a bit of luck, because there's a deflection off the defender, and it loops over Les Seeley into the Luton goal. So United go into the lead 1-0, and it looks as though they're on their way to equaling that Tottenham record. Good control there by Mark Hughes, the Welsh international, and now you'll see this little bit of luck. It deflects off Steve Foster, the big defender, and leaves Seeley with little chance. That was after 61 minutes. 7 minutes later comes a Luton equaliser. United just can't get the ball away, and there's David Priest. A nice bit of skill by him now. Mitchell Thomas, the big fullback, and a great shot across Gary Bailey by Brian Steen for the equaliser at 1-1. A goal that Luton probably deserved, and certainly it was finely taken. Nice skill there from Priest. Good involvement there from the fullback, and splendid finishing by Brian Steen. So that's 1-1. In fact, after that, Luton went on the rampage and could have won it. You're now going to see what clearly will go down as the miss of the season. Again, Mitchell Thomas, the fullback, involved. Nwajobi from Nigeria. And what about that from a miss by Paul Elliott, the big defender who'd come on as a substitute? We look at that again in slow motion, and it is a really glaring miss. Thomas again involved. Nwajobi, the lad from Nigeria, who's having a fine season for Luton Town. And look at that, an open goal. And look what Paul Elliott does. So United are saved there, and they are saved almost in the last minute of the game with an excellent save by Gary Bailey. Nwajobi again on the break, 1 against 1, and Bailey to the rescue. 1-1 then is the final score at Kenilworth Road, but the record does not go to Manchester United.
Us all in the Argentina World Cup arrived at his new home in Tottenham, as he affectionately calls it. Crowds warmed to him wherever he played, especially at White Hart Lane.
In towards Villiard, now towards Gibson, who popped up there with a header. Chris Jones there, Gibson trying to get in once more. Ardiles with a chance!
As infectious in
Did Tottenham equaliser, made in the first place by Ozzy Ardiles. Well, a lovely run and a beautiful ball through for Chris Waddle to take in his stride, and superb finishing there past Hodge to make it 1-1. A really magnificent goal for Tottenham.
cross meant another serious setback. But at last his injury problems appear to be over. Ozzy Ardiles, now fully fit, is playing with all the style and effervescence of old.
For good measure.
Beaten to it by Shirtlift. It's a long way for Berardi to go. He's not the type of player to be short on confidence in this sort of situation. Still Berardi. Brilliantly done!
Now Hansen for Liverpool. Finding Walsh. It's his walk. He has so much skill, Paul Walsh. Does tend occasionally to rather over-elaborate. Certainly Grobbelaar has there. Berardi, has he scored? He has! Oh, that's a remarkable goal.
Lampard telling Taylor to go upfield as this free kick comes in. And finds John Radford out on the side for so long, but back to good effect now. Oh, Armstrong letting it go. Ball with a shot. That's a goal! Exactly 2 minutes gone. Alan Ball was scored. Radford had a hand of it on the far side, and when the ball came floating in, the West Ham defence, best known to themselves, allowed that to go right the way through to Alan Ball, completely unmarked. Past Mervyn Day, Arsenal 1, West Ham United 0, 2 minutes gone. Ball. It's not a bad cross either. Rice right in there, Brady right in there, Kidd might get a shot. And Brooklyn denied him everything, and a penalty! Penalty given. Could only have been a foul there by Brooking, presumably on Kidd, but a penalty was given without a moment's hesitation by a referee who was well placed. So Mervyn Day again faces Alan Ball from about the sort of range from which Ball scored after 2 minutes. But now it's a simple matter of Ball against Day. And he saved it. Armstrong back again, and Ball couldn't quite turn it in, and a free kick this time given to West Ham. A magnificent penalty save though by Mervyn Day from Alan Ball. Tremendous acceleration, now finding Brooking. Tried a little curler there to Billy Jennings, and it's there by Jennings, 1-1. It all stemmed from a great
West Ham 1. And Liam Brady with it. Long one there. Mancini had come up for it. Now Kidd. And another penalty. Kidd brought down, and Arsenal get another penalty. Ball versus Day, part 2. Now, is it going to be 1-1, or is it going to be 2-1 to Arsenal? It's 2-1 to Arsenal. He sent it the other way. Ball sent it the other way. Day guessed correctly that ball shot was too short for him. Into the back of the net. Arsenal 2, West Ham 1. Now Billy Bonds for West Ham. Oh, when he hit that straight at George Armstrong. Now here's a chance for Armstrong. And that's number 3. 2 goals in a minute. Have completely undone West Ham. Well, it was a wild slashing kick in that West Ham defence that gave the ball away. Armstrong took it, took on the defender, took it well, found his angle, and beat Day as he came out. Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. Brady's going to take this one. Mancini's right in there, jockeying for position. Curled in there to Radford, hit the crossbar. And Kidd! Has he given it? Yes, he's given the goal. Brian Kidd has scored number 4 for Arsenal, right on the stroke of half-time. Brady curling that free kick in. Radford getting up well and hitting the crossbar. And Kidd a superhuman jump to turn it just over the line before Mervyn Day could claw it out. Arsenal 4, West Ham 1. An incredible half-time scoreline that's going to be. It's with Ball. Armstrong again. Kidd. And that's another one. Well, some sloppy defence there again by West Ham. Ball and Armstrong making a good combination down that right touchline after a quickly taken free kick. Kidd meeting it. Day possibly at fault there. Arsenal 5, West Ham 1. Second goal for Brian Kidd. 2 players now on a hat-trick for Arsenal. Kidd and Bull. Chipped in very delicately, but Pat Rice got that away. Oh, what a great shot again by Lampard. Turned away superbly by Jimmy Ryan. Doesn't score that many goals, Lampard. He really lashed that one. Not quite a happy chat. Both putting their own points of view. Shouldn't really do that. That's what he's saying. And Arsenal, after their good recent run, have come up to 16th with only 3 points separating them. And now here's Brian Kidd on a hat-trick, stopped by Mervyn Day. And one from a given straight to Ball. Comes now to Stapleton. Radford unmarked on the right-hand side there. Radford, and another very good save indeed by Mervyn Day. A lovely quick break again by Arsenal, and Radford showing tremendous zest and acceleration there, and a really good powerful shot. Well saved by Mervyn Day. Mancini, Radford turning it on towards Kidd. Now there's Kidd. Oh! Crossbar! Oh, that's twice he's been so close to that hat-trick. Ball played through to Kidd again. Now, will it be the hat-trick this time? It is! And number 6 for Arsenal, and a day of great sorrow for Mervyn Day. And Method, a magnificent striker of a dead ball, but it's indirect, of course. They might well try and play it wide for Butterworth, or indeed Chepster short one For Pearce, curled, a beautiful goal! Paul caught off balance. Davenport might punish him for that. The pass goes to Bowyer onto that left foot, and another one! 2 up in 12 minutes, Forest. There are the two of them getting stuck in, but it was Wilson who found his man, but it still breaks for Nottingham Forest. It's Medhod, Davenport, on for Medhod again! What a game he's having. Oh, and what a lovely little chip there towards Club, to Bowyer, and goal number 3!
He's one of the most discerning in Europe, having been reared on Altafini and Rivera, Facchetti and Bonisegna. Aggressive behaviour is largely confined to the pitch.
We love.
Bracewell, Stephen. Oh, Wilson almost gave it to Sheedy. Still in play. It's there at last. Everton have broken the deadlock. Leicester rather caught napping. Andy Gray celebrates his second goal in 17 games this season. Gray. Vandenhauw. Stephen, knocked on for Andy Gray. Oh, what a magnificent strike by Andy Gray. As good a goal as you wish to see.
Bracewell, on again for Reid. Well played. Reid's cross, Gray! What a fantastic goal! Sharp is up with Chisholm, here's Bracewell. Goes back again to Stephen. Gray's there again! Oh, I say! Another great header!
Into the second half, Tottenham were in front. Gary Mabbott's prodigious throw finding Gibson at the far post. His third goal in 4 matches since he replaced Garth Brooks. But the Burnley side showed commendable character. Their persistence earned an unexpected reward when Graham Roberts, Tottenham's central defender, inexplicably headed through his own goal. The real turning point came after an astonishing blunder by Spurs goalkeeper Ray Clements. No problems so far, but then his actions might qualify him for one of those quiz questions. What happened next? Despite heated and surely unnecessary Burnley protests, only a booking for that handling offence by Clements, but the consequences for the Tottenham side were far more damaging. Steve Taylor makes the initial challenge, and Billy Hamilton, one of Northern Ireland's World Cup successes, has a simple task to steer Burnley in front. Burnley could do no wrong and went further ahead when Taylor ran through virtually unchallenged, and poor Graham Roberts clearly deflects the ball past Clements. Seconds to go, with Spurs in total disarray, Hamilton strides clear for the goal of the night. A stunning finish, and just look at the fury of Ray Clements.
Alan Page for Campbell. And Pendry, that's a beauty. And that's a goal. Trevor Francis got it. It's 3-0. So that's a bonus point. Now, Burns. The whole of the Villa side between Burns and the goal. Down for Hatton. Oh, Francis! Oh, there it is, 1-0, Trevor Francis. Not a particularly good one, but Hibbett time to feed it in again. Kendall, and a great goal! Francis, what a beauty that was!
He then at the stadium.
Woodcock ducking in there, playing it wide now for Robertson. Crossed in well towards Bertels, well saved. Well, Robertson certainly showed what he was made of there, and the threat that he could cause Southampton down that left flank.
To Boyer.
Holmes in behind him. That's the pass for Nick Holmes. Boyer again, Peach waiting for it now, Peach getting it. Right foot perhaps, no, Alan Ball. Played in there, now for Peach! And a goal!
David Peach. They're looking around for offside. The linesman kept his flag down. And Southampton have worked a superb goal by David Peach with 16 minutes gone. Here he is, Peach, who started it. Played in here for Alan Ball. And goes on his run. Onside when the ball was played. Good decision by the linesman. Round Peter Shilton. Right foot into the back of the net. And Nottingham Forest 0, Southampton 1. David Peach, the man who never seems to fail from the penalty spot, has now got, well, a real genuine goal. Clark playing it in for Lloyd. Here's Waldron. Now Boyer. And now Austin Hayes. Curran. Holmes is loose on this side. If Curran can hoist one far enough, Boyer's in there. And Holmes was almost in there. What a brave and a good piece of goalkeeping by Shilton. Well, they thought Holmes would be a danger man, and as Curran lifted that one in there, Boyer nearly got what could have been a decisive touch there. Holmes was there too. Look at that brave bit of keeping. Jockeying to find a yard and find it for Robertson. Come for Frank Clark now, and again Peach is in there, but there was a foul on Frank Clark by Nick Holmes, and a free kick for Nottingham Forest as we come to half-time. There's the wall being lined up. That's Terry Geno's view of it. Now Robertson and Clark behind it. I imagine it'll probably be Robertson who might well try and lift it to this side. Indeed he has. They all go in there. And O'Neill with a chance to turn it back, and that might go anywhere, and in the end... Oh, my word, O'Neill, my word! No, it didn't in the end. Well, that was an incredible sequence of events. No wonder Geno looked a bit relieved there, and a bit concerned as well. Off the top of Chris Nicholls' head, and it's really whacked in here by Martin O'Neill. Could have gone anywhere. And now it comes off the head of David Needham there. Back to O'Neill again, and scrambled wide of the post. Here's Peach. Ball. Touching it on there for Peach, and it never really was his ball though. And maybe a chance for a pick Forest break from deep here now, as Birtles takes it up and plays it on here for Gemmell. Playing very much more forward now in this second half, taking the fight to Southampton. And here's John Robertson, and Golak with him, and Curran coming back quickly as well. Golak getting in there, and Gemmell playing it on for McGovern. And Forest looking a little more aggressive in this second half. Here's Robertson now. Can he get a shot in? Oh! And a goal there! Oh! Well, Birtles got a chance he should never have been allowed. So Gary Birtles, the young man who started the season in the reserves, has scored 17 goals, notches up another one, and look how it's given away by Southampton here. Golak's after him, and just look at how the defence waver there, and so that Birtles gets the chance to put it into the roof of the net. Chris Nicol, I'm sure, will go on cursing himself for not having got that ball away when it was so easy to do it. And now we're back at 1-1. Well, I never did. What was Geno doing there? I thought for a moment the whistle must have gone. And it very nearly did for a goal. Just look at this. I mean, he had that covered all ways, and it crept right along the line until Nick Holmes got it away. Ball, a little touch for Boyer. Barrett. Now Birtles. Going all the way, Birtles! He's on his feet. They're overjoyed. And the ball won here by Tony Woodcock. Played on here for Gary Birtles to outstrip the ball. Nicol desperately trying to get in there.
That challenge won't work. And under the diving body of Geno, Nottingham Forest 2, Southampton 1. So Bertels, the overjoyed man who started the season in the reserves and has now become a true Wembley hero with both the Nottingham Forest goals. O'Neill tossing it in, Peach, and here's Woodcock getting in. Gemmell. Woodcock, and another one, Tony Woodcock. Now that surely has killed them off. There's that ball in the back of the Southampton net, clawed out by Terry Geno. Tony Woodcock, the man back in form, as Archie Gemmell now plays that ball in there. A nice turn, in fact, here coming up by Tony Woodcock. Sharp angle, but the aim is sure. Williams. Walton right in there, and Curran in here. Oh, and a great goal by Nick Holmes. Well, get back, he says. Let's get back to the centre and get started again, because maybe the whole thing's been opened up once more. What a tremendously struck left foot shot there by Nick Holmes. Southampton always felt that he might be the fellow who would get a vital goal, and look at the way that sweetly comes off his left foot. Shilton, in fact, just gets a minor touch, back of the net.
Rhodes-Brown, hammered, yes!
Butler, Farrington still coming, there's Hall. That's a hat-trick. Best. Hall, and Stratford's going. Extraordinary. It's 6.
Carlisle. Played for Charlie Cook. Back for Graham Wilkins. Basson hobbling that badly at the moment now. They've got Maybank already off the field, injured a moment ago. Brian Basson hobbling very badly, in possession now. But obviously in some discomfort. Oh, but what a goal! Goal number 2 is by Mick Barry for Carlisle against Chelsea in the same game. Now Trade. Carlisle by now, I would have thought, pretty demoralised. They offered a fair bit, particularly in the opening 20 minutes when they came forward with a lot of aggression and purpose. Oh, and there's a great goal! Oh, my goodness, what a goal by Barry! Goal 3. This is a remarkable one from one end of the field to the other by Alan Taylor for West Ham against Manchester United. Lampard put out a little bit there by Coppell's pace, but then very skillfully finding Mervyn there. Tremendous kick that Day has got, and Taylor is after it, and he might get there. Yes, Alan Taylor. Goal 4 now. That's another West Ham goal, this time by Trevor Brooking against Derby County.
At Holland to pick up Brooking. Oh, what a nice bit of work. What a good goal. What a good goal. That wasn't even an opportunity of saying what a good shot. That was a goal from the time it left Brooking's feet.
Goal 5 is by Alan Woodward for Sheffield United, also against Derby County.
Field tipping that back. Aim for Guthrie didn't come to him. The whack after the ball had gone on Guthrie in producing the free kick. Tony Curry rolling it for Woodward. That's a good one. What a goal! Oh, unbelievable!
Well, here we come to goal number 6. Sam Allardyce for Bolton Wanderers against Sunderland.
Paul Jones has gone up into the goal mouth as Thompson takes the corner. And in comes Allardyce!
We move on to goal number 7 by Donald Murphy. This is for Coventry City at Ipswich.
Dugdale. Coop. Cross going over the far side of the penalty area. Up he goes. And Murphy, what a shot! What a shot from Donald Murphy!
Goal number 8, another blaster, this time by Alex Forsyth of Manchester United against Birmingham City.
It was a good try. And back in again, what a save!
Goal number 9, we come back to London for Nicky Chatterton. It's for Crystal Palace in their game against Swindon.
Space there for Stuart John. Hit low there towards Whittle. Thought about having a shot, thought about playing it back for Chatterton, and that's what he's done! Oh, and what a goal!
On to goal number 10 by Brian Kidd for Arsenal at Norwich City.
Machin coming again. Ross looking for Armstrong. And that's a good one too. Ball. Kidd coming to the near post. Kidd going in. A great goal. A lovely bit of work.
And goal number 11. It came in a League Cup final by Dennis Stewart for Manchester City against Newcastle.
Now McDonald. Royal. Oakes. Donachie. Got Barnes outside him. Donachie prepared, though, to float it in towards Tommy Booth. Oh, and what a goal by Stewart!
And the last one, goal number 12 by Alan Whittle for Crystal Palace against Sunderland.
Kerr now will take this kick. Is this going to be a problem for Crystal Palace? It's not, because Hammond is there. And look at that for a good throw. Straight into the path of Peter Taylor. Whittle is up with him as well. Taylor taking on Bolton. Moncur getting in behind Bolton. And he needs to. He's going past Moncur as well. There's the cross coming in. Whittle a goal! Alan Whittle!
So Manchester United then start the second half. 6 straight home wins for them before today. Certainly they've found a lot of trouble breaking Liverpool down. Liverpool straight at the start of the second half on the break here with Rush. Walks in the middle and Johnston too! Must be a goal, yes! Stapleton into the path of Whiteside. Orbiston away to his left here. Surely! Oh, it's got it, yes!
What you're about to see is one of the most astonishing own goals of all time. This is Erdinger on the attack in the blue shirts, but now watch the fullback from Bayern Munich there, whacking the ball past his own goalkeeper from all of 35 yards. It fooled the cameraman. He thought this Erdinger forward had scored, but he was wrong, as you'll see in a moment on the slow motion. The goalkeeper in question is Jean-Marie Pfaff, a Belgian international, but he had no chance at all with this. The fullback obviously thinking he wanted to get in and make a clearance. And it really was a head-in-the-hands job once that had happened. Well, that was bad enough in West Germany, but now look what happens here in Belgium in a first division game between Anderlecht and Mechelen. Kusters is the goalkeeper. Vercauteren takes a free kick. It comes off the post, hits him on the head. Kusters, the Mechelen goalkeeper, goes into the back of the net for an amazing goal. We look at it again once more from behind, and you must admit on Big League Soccer today, we've seen 2 of the most remarkable own goals, really, that you're ever likely to see. Who'd be a goalkeeper? Comes from Craig Johnston, scored for Liverpool against West Ham.
Cleverly done. Wolford was tight on him. Nicol using the full width of the pitch. Johnston! They're level.
Goal number 2 is by Mark Falco for Tottenham against Newcastle United.
So clearly an injury to one of the Newcastle players. We'll see who that is in a moment. Chidozie with good play. Falco! Brilliantly done. Well, that's a marvellous goal by Falco.
Goal number 3 is by the fullback Arthur Orbiston for Manchester United in the big Manchester derby against the City.
Now, can he get a yard on Andy May? But he's got support from Orbiston and from Whiteside, who suddenly accelerated there, but then lost the ball. Here's Orbiston again. Right foot shot! Brilliant!
Goal number 4 is from another derby game. This one by Kenny Dalglish for Liverpool against Everton.
Right to left in front of this capacity crowd, 52,500, a sellout crowd. Everton having won the last 3 derby matches, but as Kenny Dalglish says, that counts for nothing on the day. Derby matches are one-offs. Here's Dalglish. Oh, and a goal! What a start for Liverpool! It was a magnificent goal by Dalglish.
Goal number 5 by John Barnes for Watford against Chelsea.
The game to Watford. A significant part to the first half, but Lissett on the counter-charge here with Barnes. That's a great goal!
And goal number 6, the one we've seen already this week on Big League Soccer, by Mark Hughes for Manchester United against Chelsea.
Hughes. My goodness. And a goal! Mark Hughes! What a brilliant answer by Manchester United. Brooking versus Grealish. Grealish winning that one. And Hill finding White. Steen with a shot. A beautiful goal. Played in, first of all, by Ricky Hill. And a good piece of play here by Steve White. He let it go there, and just look at that, curling beyond the arms of Phil Parkes. 1-0 to Luton. Well, that's a real setback for West Ham. And here's Kirk Stevens. Steen trying to come away from Martin. Again, the referee playing a good advantage there. He could easily have said there was a foul there. Parkes has got to come out. Steen has got a chance of going at him. And he did it! Oh, West Ham gave them that one. And Steen took marvellous advantage of it. And West Ham are 2 down with 17 minutes gone. The second goal for Brian Steen. And absolutely down to West Ham in defence. The hesitation was there as this long ball was played forward. Billy Bonds thought that Parkes was going to get out to it. The ball held up. Steen was round the keeper and slotted that in superbly from a difficult angle. Luton 2, West Ham 0. Stewart, cross on his way, but I don't think he'll keep it, will he? Yes, he will. Gets it across there and tucked behind by Mike Saxby. Aware, no doubt, that Paul Goddard was right behind him. So we're just coming to the last quarter of an hour of the first half. And again, Stewart finds himself from that corner with a chance to shoot one in there. Kicked off the line by Stevens. Pike playing it back there for Lampard. That's a lot better for West Ham. And now the long ball played forward and an onside. Price was playing them all on. And here's Stewart. He's got Pike in the middle, but that's hanging up too much for Pike, maybe. Turned down again for Brooking. And now it'll be Stevens who gets it back to forward. Certainly that shot by Ray Stewart, whacked there, deflected and kicked off the line. What a good shot there by Kirk Stevens. Saxby in powerfully, using his strength well and his height. White finding Ricky Hill. Moss on the turn! Well, he, like me, felt that for a moment that was just going to creep in. Again, Ricky Hill, the little dummy there, and a nice shot on the turn here, just wide of that West Ham goal. And deflected off Devonshire, behind for the corner. So a corner for Luton. The last 4 minutes or so of the first half. Leading 2-0, David Moss with it. Saxby's gone up for this one. And glanced down there, and it might go for anybody. In the end, West Ham scrambled it away. It was a superb glancing header in the first place that very nearly got it through, I think, from Grealish. And now Brooking. So West Ham could so easily have been 3 down at that point. And now here's Billy Bonds being hustled by Brian Steen, and Bonds has held him off. Play on, says the referee. A chip deep there for David Cross into the side netting. Goal kick.
Very nearly a third Luton goal at one end, and then a really defiant break by Billy Bonds at the other end. So as Bonds knocked that one in, the angle was never a good one for David Cross. Good piece of play there by Holland, and a good bit of refereeing as well that allowed it to go on, allowing for the circumstances. It's got the feel of being quite a blood and thunder game, this one, at the moment, as the conditions get increasingly more difficult. Now Billy Bonds found there by Brooking, and the shot way across the goal there, nodded back in there, and Brooking makes it 2-1. Right on half-time, West Ham get themselves back into it. Trevor Brooking on the ball here for West Ham, played wide. Billy Bonds with a long cross that's nodded back superbly here. And Trevor Brooking coming in blindside to finish it off. Luton 2, West Ham 1. This by Saxby and Hill. Free kick. Devonshire in for Brooking. All the way, Brooking! Straight at Findlay, hit the post, got it in! Brooking! What an amazing goal! Well, tough luck there for Luton. You can see Tony Grealish there, hands on his hips, he couldn't believe it. Devonshire playing Brooking in there. It looked for a moment as though he must be stopped. Took advantage of it. I thought that Findlay had done his job well. Off the post, Brooking on his feet again, and bang into the back of the net before Saxby could do anything about it. Luton 2, West Ham 2. And Trevor Brooking, the scorer. Still with Devonshire. Played in for Goddard. Back for Brooking, and not a very good pass. But Brooking making the most of it, and calling for a good save from Jake Findlay. How he threaded his way past three there, Brooking. This is the bit worth watching. That's the bit indeed. And a good save in the end by Findlay. Now West, challenged by Devonshire. Hill playing it here for Stevens. Turned inside first time for White. Now Moss with West outside him. This could be interesting now, particularly if Moss can get into a shooting position. He can't. It's Stevens instead. Onto the left foot perhaps. Charged down that time by Jeff Pike. Stevens again crossing it in deep to the far side. Hill. And a goal! Moss has put Luton into the lead with 6 minutes to go. Stevens with the cross, and they were in a bit of trouble there, but not nearly as much as they were.
Pat Rice. Maninello's moved down the right touchline, but he looks as though he's marked up. So it's McClintock. Alan Ball, and a chance for George. Oh, and that was a chance on for Charlie George. Kelly. McClintock, good call. Good interception from Hennessy, but it's still breaking for Arsenal. Oh, what a fine ball, Charlie George! What a beautiful move that was. Hinton, and still the pressure mounting on Arsenal. And again, Davis gets it down. McGovern! Stopped by Simpson! And finally Wilson pounces. What a great bit of work then by Simpson. McGovern's shot was certainly on its way into the net. Kevin Hector. Arsenal funneling back. There's too many men for him to go through them all. Red shirts of Arsenal block the path to these Derby forwards in little groups of threes. Gunnell then picking up Davis. Cross ball, Simpson, oh, and Hector! McGovern has scored it! John McGovern gets his first goal terrible move in the Arsenal defence. 21 minutes into the game, John McGovern makes it 1-0 Derby. And just under 10 minutes of the first half to go. Archie Gemmell up first and highest. McGovern did that well. Webster. Arsenal getting a little bit ragged now. They've got 2 and 3 men chasing one player. Big Roger Davis. And it's come for Hinton. And he can whack it from there. Oh, yes! That will do for Alan Hinton. It's 2-0 Derby. 36 minutes into the first half, and that happy fellow, Alan Hinton, top goal scorer for the club now, his 6th league goal of the season. And Arsenal got themselves in a lot of trouble then as the ball was breaking about. They didn't get it clear properly. Came across to Hinton, took one man on, got it on the right foot, and bang, it's in the back of the net. Johnny McGovern to take this one. And one more time. Hennessey's in the box. If they can lift the ball to the far post. Well, they got the corner anyway, off McNabb. McNabb going to the near post, the big number 9 boy. Towers above everybody else in the penalty area. It's Roger Davis. Now McFarlane, number 5, has come in there. Hennessey, number 4, is already there. Hinton. Webster, Hinton the cross now. Oh yes! McFarlane! Right on the post! It's 3-0! 39 minutes of the first half, and Derby really turning on the pressure. 3-0, McFarlane the scorer. Neatly worked corner kick. Finally Hinton knocking it hard for the far post, and McFarlane unmarked, right on the far post, bangs it into the net. Neatly for big Roger Davis. Webster trying to pick up a free man. He'll go for Hector. Oh, that was a bad one by Story. Referee Jones getting down on Peter Story. Nerves are getting a little bit torn and strained in the Arsenal line now, trailing 3-0. We want 4 is what the crowd is shouting. Hinton might just be the man to deliver it for them. And that is Hector! And they've got their 4! How about that? Wilson again, terribly exposed. As if Hector had listened to the crowd and says, OK, you want 4, we'll give you 4. Kevin Hector makes it 4-0. That free kick at 42 minutes of this first half from Alan Hinton. Arsenal all over the place. And the 4th goal goes past Bob Wilson. Another dead ball situation for Derby, which could spell more trouble for Arsenal. They've been caught before. McFarlane couldn't get there, neither could Wilson. It's Hector, away by Radford. Hector now looking for Davis. Roger Davis still there. McGovern, Hector, facing up to Story. And again, that's a foul. Foul against Story. Referee Jones standing there. He was waiting for it. Hector was teasing Story into doing it. So this dead ball specialist, Hinton. Far post, and that's Davis! That's another one! Roger Davis scores his first ever league goal! And another tragedy for Bob Wilson and the Arsenal defence. We're just 2 minutes, 1 minute and 45 seconds into the second half. And the crowd going wild. small ground. Yet another dead ball situation. Alan Hinton knocks it into the box, and Roger Davis gets up above everybody and scores the 5th goal.
So, come and see all the trophies here. Gary, this is the best trophy cabinet because this is where all the top cups come. I'll lift you up and you can see. This is when we won the Milk Cup, and then we kept it. That's the original. And this is where they would put all the other trophies, like the European Cup when we won it, was in this trophy cabinet. Didn't you say you wanted to have a shot at me and goal? You can try and score. Oh, I hope you don't boost my confidence for Saturday. No goal.
It's a very deep corner from Case for Cockerell. Packet! They've broken through! Cockerell and Wallace. Brilliant save. Armstrong takes the corner. Case, Bond. Oh, how did he save that one from Puckett? But here is Wallace. And now Armstrong. Clements again. It's turning out to be a virtuoso performance. Southampton have 2 players over. Armstrong. Wallace is in the middle. But Armstrong still can't do it.
Bobble. It's come right through to Archibald.
There's Ricky Velia again. Played there.
Oh, and Archibald!
Played forward early by Hoddle, and then on for Velia, who's got Archibald breaking to his right. With a lot of pace and aggression, and Allen struggling to stay with him. Can he go all the way? He can!
Fashanu, too strong for Maguire. And Brook, forward to Archibald. There's a great chance here for Spurs. Superbly taken. To Hayes, little touch for Hunt. Foul again. Long raking stride, Warman. Foul has continued his run. And Warman couldn't quite pick him up, but now he has. Well, he's gone past him. And he's got a good cross in. Oh, what a goal! Hales again!
No.
Woodward's lost him. Wait the post! An own goal for Mills. Hemsley. The crowd in a ferment now. They're loving this, particularly since the home side's in front. This is Spade. Oh, it's 2! Field makes it 2 in a minute. Field. Turneyfield going well, riding 2 tackles and a 3rd. Good running. A great goal. A masterpiece of a goal. Superb stuff by Tonyfield. What a corker. Oh, unmarked. What a simple move and how perfectly it worked.
And of course there'll be more.
Once again, now can he make use of his speed? Hibbett going back and he shoved him off well. Thomas, a delicate little toss, and Gibbons to the header, and crossed in again, and just over. Leach and Gibbons at the far post. As Thomas turned that over beautifully, up they went. And somehow McFall kept it out, and it was Gibbons who finally turned it over. Cassidy for Craig. Now for Howard. Gibbons chasing him. And it didn't fall at all well for Newcastle there, so Thomas can take it up for Rangers. Bowles, Francis and Leach are up, and on the far side, Gillard linking up well with the attack there. Cross towards Bowles, and Clements was in there too. Moncur under pressure. Bowles! Oh, and Bowles, if anything, his shot was stopped by his own teammate, Mick Leach. Francis, a nice dummy there. Bowles and Francis. Now they're starting to give it away. It's with Howard. Towards Tudor. Mancini getting above him, but here's Cassidy now as they take it through to Robson, and it'll be with Cassidy again with a scoring chance here for Newcastle. Oh, and he's wide! What a miss! He got him going the wrong way, not once but twice, and that included the goalkeeper Phil Parks. And then Tommy Cassidy put it wide. Bowles. Leach. Flicked on there beautifully by Venables to Francis. Played on in turn for Clement. Can he get the shot in? Oh yes! Dave Clement! And that's 1-0 for Queen's Park Rangers with 26 minutes gone. Started with the flick by Venables, turned on by Francis then to Clement, and he hit it wide of McFall and in off the far post. 1-0. Craig joining up with the attack again. Hibbett. And now Leach. Now Rangers with 3 men up, and it's 3 against 4. The break is on for them, still with Leach. There's Francis available on this side. Now Bowles. Played this time for Venables. Francis supporting him. Here's Francis. Crossed in again. Givens is coming up late. There's Givens! So Don Givens makes it 2-0. And Newcastle have themselves to blame as the rain really comes hurtling down now. That long cross over from the left. A misunderstanding between Moncur and I think McFall, and Givens coming in late to pick his spot. So Don Givens puts Rangers 2-0 ahead, scoring his 8th of the season. And now Newcastle really up against it. Again, Tudor was at the far post. This will come for Frank Clark. Leaving it again for Hibbett. Now can he get to the byline and put in a cross? He can. And Givens missed a chance. And Cassidy was just coming in there and was only a fraction wide. So Rangers, who were coasting there towards half-time, very nearly conceded a goal that would have put them under pressure again. Moncur in first this time. And he was tackled from behind, and that was an unfair challenge by Bowles. Really, there was the revenge motive there on the Newcastle player. Whether Bowles thought the referee was right or wrong in the first instance, there was no point at all in taking the law into his own hand. All he's done is given Newcastle a free kick. Hibbett and Howard are standing behind it. And it's Hibbett who chips it. And it's Tudor who goes in. And it's McDermott who blasts one. And it's gone in off the number 3. I think it's an own goal there, off Gillard. But it's an own goal. And Newcastle are right back in the hunt. McDermott, a tremendous shot. The deflection going in off the Rangers defender. And Newcastle are right in it again. Venables' header, but he's only given it as far now as Cassidy. Now, is this the chance for them? Oh, and Robson taken out of it right at the very end by Dave Clement, when it looked as though an open goal was yawning there in front of him. And he goes behind then for the corner.